Hi there, everyone. This is Sean 007 Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. You know, tomorrow's Friday. Woo woo! Alright, well, this is going to be a series of videos I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be doing one of three. Two sports related and then two real world related, because why not, the fuck, right? For this one, I'm going to be focusing on the NBA. Yes, now I just got word that the NBA has approved tougher rules to the rest rule. You know, the whole load management thing and everything. Listen, I know a lot of people are getting sick and fucking tired about the whole, star players who are resting and not playing these games that is very important to their team. And lots of people who saved up a lot of money or want to watch the game on TV when they're home, when they got off from a hard day's work, like I am right now, and they want to see the two star players going up against each other in a match and see who is better. With only one star player who's on the court ready to start cooking, while the other one sits out. And people are getting sick and tired of that crap. It really is. Well, now the NBA has approved tougher rules and penalties for that. I'm reading this from the ESPN. NBA Board of Governors, again, I hate that word, governors, approved tougher rest rules and penalties. The NBA Board of Governors unanimously voted Wednesday, to approve tougher resting policies, rules, and punishments for star players who sit out games, including those on national TV and in-season tournaments, as well as multiple all-stars sitting out together for regular season games. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, who is the weakest representative of all time, said the player participation policy is something that the NBA, the National Basketball Players Association, and individual players and teams all want to return to the principle that this is an 82-game league. Yes. The rule would ultimately give the league office authority for greater oversight over disciplining for missed games and the ability to fine teams more than $1 million for each instances of violating the resting rules, sources told ESPN. As the league negotiated a new media rights deal, Silver has been determined to increase player participation. The league's goal is to strengthen the initial player resting policies that were adopted in the 2017-2018 season, which is known as the load management era, and new rules that mandate players participate in 65 regular season games to be eligible for postseason awards. I think we'll state this principle. See how teams react and see if more needs to be done, Silver said following the meeting at the St. Regis, New York. But I think most importantly, there's a sense from all the different constituent groups in the league that this is ultimately about the fans and that we've taken this too far. No shit. I mean, this is an acknowledgement that it's gotten away from us a bit. Particularly when you see young, healthy players who are rested. It becomes maybe even more notion to stature around the league as opposed to the absolute needed rest. Or it's just part of being an NBA player that you can rest on certain days. And that's what we're trying to move away from. The NBA is defining a star player as someone who has made the All-Star or All-NBA teams in any of the three previous seasons. In total, 25 teams and 50 players, nearly 11% of the league, are impacted by the new rules. 15 teams have multiple players who were named All-NBA or to the All-Star game in previous three seasons. The list of impacted players could potentially change after the 2024 NBA All-Star game. The NBA will incorporate a fine system for teams that begins with $100,000 for first offenses, $250,000 for second offenses, and $1 million more than the previous penalty for each additional fine, sources say. So basically, you're going to have to hit them where it hurts, their pocketbooks. Silver said the league will continue to study the data and science of injuries and how much rest is needed. We're trying to deal with some of the most egregious examples, Silver said. When multiple star players, for example, healthy all out on the same night, we're letting down the fans. We're letting down our partners by doing that. We're stating a principle in terms of an 82-game league and saying let's all work together. And I thought the best news coming out of this policy, whether it was with the Players Association, individual players, or with our teams over the last 2 days, everyone is acknowledging this is an issue, and it's an issue for the fans. So adoption of the policy was unanimous. A league memo about the changes described these areas of the new policy. Enforcement will be based on league office investigations, which will include independent medical reviews. Team must manage their roster to ensure that no more than one star player is unavailable for the same game. For example, the Boston Celtics were not allowed to rest both Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum in the same game unless they are injured. Teams must ensure that star players are available for nationally televised and in-season tournament games. And teams must refrain from any long-term shutdown or near shutdown when a star player starts participating in games or plays in a materially reduced role in circumstances affecting the integrity of the game. Under that scenario, the Washington Wizards and Portland Trail Blazers will be investigated by the league after shutting down Bradley Beal, who was shut down for 10 games, and Damian Lillard, who was shut down for 11, respectively, at the end of the last season. Teams must maintain a balance between the number of one-game absence for a star player in home games and road games, with a preference for those absences to happen in home games. Teams must assure that healthy players resting for a game are present and visible to the fans. The NBA, however, has detailed several exceptions by which a team can seek approval for a star player to miss back-to-back games. The NBA will allow pre-approved design back-to-back allowances for players who are 35 years old on opening night or have career workloads of 34,000 regular season minutes or 1,000 regular season and playoff games combined, sources say. If the team feels that a star player is unable to play back-to-back games, it must provide the NBA written information at least 1 week prior explaining why the player participation should be limited. The league has also said that a team cannot seek approval for a star player to be unavailable for one end of a back-to-back based on the player's prior and unusual injury history. Other exceptions include multi-game absence for a bona fide injury, personal reasons, rare and unusual circumstances, roster management of unavailable star players, and end of season flexibility. So, yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I feel like this is a smart move by the NBA because if you want my honest opinion about this whole situation, I feel like it's kind of stupid how people wanted to tune into an NBA game or go to an NBA game after saving up all this money to see star players playing, but then you see the star players, one of those star players riding the fucking bench, and it's not because it's home games though. It's like, star players who play for their home team, it's all good, but it's like there are fans of that star player who don't live in that same city. They live in a away team, so they want to go see him play, and all that. And I feel like that's actually pretty good, to be perfectly honest. And hopefully it'll do exceptionally well. Of course, there's going to be some motherfuckers who are going to be trying to defend this shit and try to say that, the era is not, the load management era is not that bad. Oh no. If we want to talk about the worst era of the NBA, that would be the 2000 era of the NBA. That was garbage. Bull fucking shit. Let's be real on the whole situation. Most of these motherfuckers who's trying to say that the 2000 era of the NBA is garbage was because any era that doesn't have LeBron James in it is garbage to these idiots. I grew up in the 90s. I grew up during the Jordan era. I grew up during that era where defense was motherfucking king and all that shit. But this era of NBA, this modernized fuck version of it, it is soft as baby shit, soft as Charmin soft. So miss me with that bullshit saying the 2000 version of the NBA was garbage, because it wasn't. It's only garbage to you idiots, to you diehard LeBron James fans, because it doesn't have your king. LeBron James. And also, I think Allen Iverson was a really cool basketball player back in the 2000s. I was pissed off he didn't get a ring, but he was greater than LeBron James. Of course, everybody's going to say, no, he's not, because 4 rings is greater than 0 rings. Make it 3.5. I count the bubble ring as a half. Bubble rings don't count. Yeah, that 4th ring was a fucking bubble ring. Miss me with that bullshit. But anywho, hopefully this will work. Hopefully this will fucking work, because let's be real, it'd be nice to see the NBA get back to what it used to be. Exciting, and all the stars playing, not only in this game or season-ending game, but also the fucking All-Star game. Because trust me, how the fuck do you have a fucking All-Star game where or the All-Star weekend where most of the players who were selected to be in those All-Star games don't want to show up? And I think I know the reason why. Because nowadays, if you think about it, nowadays, these players, not all but some, they don't play for the love of the game anymore. They play it for money, fame, and endorsement deals. That's it at the end of the day. It is sad, though. It's really sad. And I bet you some of these motherfuckers won't even last the pre-70s, 70s, 80s, or the 90s era of the NBA. They will eat those legendary players in those eras will eat these players of today alive. On God. I put that on my life, son. Put that on my life. Anywho, that's just me rambling off about it. But thank you for listening to this. I would like to know what you think of this. I'll leave a link to this article in the description below. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so don't miss out on an update, share with friends, share with neighbors, share with others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Sean 007 1986 signing off. Thank you for watching this video, really means a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later. Peace!